Welcome to the channel of I Signori del Tempo. In this video I will have the pleasure to show you a very special and interesting watch. Today we will talk about a Rolex Oyster Perpetual reference 1005 from 1968, which main peculiarity is the dial. Over the decades, biochemical phenomenon has assumed a color that ranges between black, brown and dark red. There are those who call it damage, almost an aberration, but not us, and not the world of vintage Rolex collecting. On this dial, which we call with a little abstract imagination Galaxy, time has given a beautiful patina, and an unexpected flavor that make it highly appreciated by collectors all over the world. The model you are looking at is fully made of stainless steel. It also features a fascinating bezel in very good condition, a screw-on crown and caseback, and folded bracelet dated second quarter of 1970. The dimensions are 34mm in width, excluding the crown, about 40mm in height, and 19mm of space between the lugs. The name Oyster Perpetual, which identifies it, derives from two main characteristics, namely a completely waterproof case called Oyster and an automatic movement called Perpetual. The two features, Oyster and Perpetual, perfectly combine and give life to one of the simplest classic models of all time. In a nutshell, the essential on your wrist for every day. But now, some historical mention. In 1926, Rolex created the first truly waterproof wristwatch, which became famous all over the world after being worn by a very young Mercedes Glades during a 10 hours crossing of the English Channel entirely swimming. The watch came out totally unarmed, thus making a turning point in the history of watchmaking. Later, in 1931, the very famous Swiss house introduced a further but equally fundamental innovation. The first self-winding watch with perpetual rota, the true and only progenitor of all modern automatics. But back to talk about this beautiful timepiece. Built in 1968, it mounts a 19-folded Oyster bracelet that comes to us in beautiful general conditions. And now, some technical info. The beating heart of this watch is the Rolex caliber 1570, made of 26 rubies and naturally self-winding. It works very well, with excellent precision, and has been serviced in our laboratory. For you, like us, that love that fascinating patina that only time can slowly create, these Rolex have that added value that in fact makes it a real collector's jewel. The very classic style, given by the unmistakable lines of the case, makes it a watch almost timeless and always fashionable. A unique piece of history with a tireless mechanical heart that will accompany you and your family without problems for generations. If interested in buying this or other watches, you can find us in Milan, Viale Gorizia 7, or click on the link to our website that you can find in the description of the video. You can find many more photos of our prestigious watches on our Instagram page. For any information, please contact us by email or telephone. Greetings, see you soon!